Hi, hello and welcome to Healthcast by Happiest Health. Well, this is the traditional way of greeting, isn't it? But do you think this is only greeting? No. In yoga, this is called as Anjali Mudra. I'm sure by now you know it's what that we're talking about. We have the yoga expert, Dr. Akshaya Sairam. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me here, Pallaviji, and the entire team of Happiest Health. So I am very excited to bring about my little knowledge of yoga, what I have understood over the past 5 years of me experiencing it. And yeah, bring that information to all of you today. I'm super excited for it.
Definitely. So we'll start. Let me change.
Oh, was that too uncomfortable for you?
Little, maybe because I've lost touch.
You've lost touch with yoga? See, it's a very common thing. There are many meditative asanas. You don't always have to stay in one. What you are sitting in is an asana called Sukhasana. It's super comfortable. Almost anyone can do it. Of course, people with knee arthritis, it'll be tough for them. Vajrasana, however, is the master pose, because if you're looking for digestive support, you're looking for improving lower body circulation, you can always get into Vajrasana. 10 minutes of it is what you need in a day.
Right. So that brings me to the next question. You said 10 minutes, but most of us, like me also, I like being fit, I want to do yoga, but unfortunately, I don't have time.
The biggest problem of time. See, everyone has the same 24 hours, right? Pallaviji has the same 24 hours. I do, you do. But what is the problem here? I think it's simply boiling down to priority, right? At the end of the day, I think I can make a general statement where people just want to have fun. They do the work that they need to do or they have to do, unless you're lucky and you're doing what you love to do. But you do the work that you need to do, you get really exhausted, then you just want to relax and chill out, right? Nobody really wants to put that extra energy to invest in their health because they don't see it as being a problem yet. I think that's changing really rapidly. We see people who are falling ill at 24, 25, I think 21. People are getting diabetes in their early 30s, heart disease in their early 30s. So now I'm seeing the awareness coming in. So if it's important to you, I think you will make time for it. Pallaviji, what do you think?
Yes, definitely. But then any quick asanas that you can teach me, because considering my everybody's busy schedule, it'll be like, okay, these 3 things I will have to do.
Okay, now we're talking. What we're looking at here in yoga, Pallaviji, is rewiring the nervous system, okay? Because we're constantly short. Our nerves are short because we're stressed all the time. We're running on this hamster wheel and we just can't seem to get off. So what is the quick thing that you can do to intercept that stress response, right? So let me take you through a quick breathing movement here, because I feel this is more important than getting an asana in.
Okay.
To just kind of rewire the nervous system. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So this is a really magical breathing, and it's a super secret breathing. So not everybody knows about it. And I'm sharing it with you today.
Thank you.
And with you today and with you today. So we all can get in on the secret together. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, it's called the Buddha belly breath. So we call it the B cube. Okay?
Okay.
So Buddha belly breath. 3, 2, 1. High five. Good job.
Yes.
You got it. So that's it. Now your favorite asana. Do you know what it is?
Shavasana.
There you go. Lie down in Shavasana now. So Pallaviji, I'm going to be guiding you through quick breath work here.
Okay.
In order to do this, you'll have to completely let your guard down on the physical system. Okay? So go ahead and separate your legs. Spread your feet apart. Okay? Spread your arms wide. Like, take up all the space in the room. Okay? Great. I like how you naturally have your palms turned upwards. This is the right way to practice Shavasana. Okay? Now Pallaviji, I'd like for you to close your eyes gently. Do not squeeze your eyelids shut. We want it to be as soft and gentle as possible. Okay? And now, if I can have you place your right palm over your belly, that would be great.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Okay? Now we're getting into our B cube breathing, the Buddha belly breath. All you're going to do, Pallaviji, is you're going to inhale into your belly and imagine that your belly is becoming big and wide, like the pot belly of a Buddha. So this is actually, I think, the opposite of what most people do, where they just want to keep their bellies in. Here, the wider your belly goes out, the more you benefit from it. So here we can see Pallaviji expanding her belly to the fullest. And I'm going to have you exhale naturally. Pallaviji, allow your belly to fall flat against the spine. Okay, that's it. You're doing wonderful here. If those of you who don't know the pot belly Buddha reference, think of it as if you're blowing air into a balloon, right? How a balloon expands when you blow air into it. You want your belly to kind of move in that way. Another thing to add is just a quick ankle rotation. Just rotate your feet as you breathe into your belly. Great. So here we're getting like the best of both worlds, right? All right, Pallaviji, and move in reverse as you keep breathing. A bit of a multitasking movement, but if you get the hang of it, it's as natural as breathing. What did we do here? First, how do you feel?
I feel good, relaxed for sure.
Yeah, don't you feel like your energy just kind of came down to like a standstill in a bit?
Yes.
It might not be a good thing for now because we need you to be all energized, but generally, think about yourself in a high stress situation where things are just going all over the place. Even if you don't have a place to lie down in Shavasana, is leaning back against your chair just to drop the guard of the body down. That's all we're looking for here. And then you get into Buddha belly breathing and ankle rotation. Think about the kind of impact it can have on a very high stress day, right? It really calms the system down. What we're doing here with our belly, right? It's a storehouse for multiple things. We have all of our digestive organs here. All the food that we eat goes here, right? But there's also a very important nerve that passes right through the belly. It's called the vagus nerve, not Vegas like Las Vegas, VAGUS, so the vagus nerve.
Okay.
Good try, but no. So the vagus nerve is your major parasympathetic nerve. Now, I don't want to get into the medical jargon here. So let's talk about it very simply, okay? Relaxing nerve. That's all it is, okay? Vagus nerve happy, me relaxing. That's all it is. The second thing that we had Pallaviji here demonstrate was her ankle rotation, right? What happens is we start losing circulation to the lower body. So we're constantly activating the wrist. So there's hyperactivation here. There's hyper stress on the neck, right? The lower body is just basically dead by the end of the day. So when you reactivate your ankles, you kind of get the blood flowing. You're allowing the blood to flow down into the lower body. So you're kind of reminding your system that, hey, I have another part that's alive. You need to be sending blood here. So your body wakes itself up that way, but you still manage to stay calm because of the vagus nerve activation. So it's a great two-way connection to get your system back on track.
Does this also help in stress? Because right now, the current generation that we are in or the lifestyle that we have, everything is related to stress.
Why is that so? Why do you think stress has become so prominent today, Pallaviji?
Please, I want you to explain.
I wish I could speak for all of humankind here. I think the most important thing is, my understanding of it is people's ability to cope with that situation and the situation itself. I think there's an incongruence there. See, if you had the skills to cope with the situation, I don't think you'd get worked up on it, right? But if you didn't and things always seem new to you or whatever, like you're not equipped to handle a certain thing, that's when you get stressed, okay? But the main essence of yoga is that mind-body connection, is your ability to handle stress in a better way. Science of body is what yoga is, which is what not many people know about. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with spirituality, yeah, but nothing to do with religion for that matter. It's purely understanding of the body, science of the body, understanding the biomechanics, the physiology, the pathology. Yoga works in healing.
Since you said healing, could you please explain a little bit more or teach us few asanas, like how it helps in internal healing?
Okay, so I'm going to take you through a yoga flow here, okay?
Yes.
Like I said, asana is just one part of yoga. So if you are looking for healing, you should look at the holistic integrative aspect, okay?
Okay.
So movement without breathing, without mindfulness is just exercise, which is good. Exercise is not bad, but healing, you need breathing and awareness. Are you ready, Pallaviji?
Yes.
All right, another high five for that.
Yes.
All right, let's get started. So first, you're going to start with your feet in extension, like this.
Okay.
Okay? So show of hands here. If you've experienced indigestion issues or gastric issues, raise your hand.
Yes.
Okay. And even the online viewers, if you've experienced sleep issues, like you either sleep too much, you can't sleep at all, raise your hands.
Yes.
Okay, so this flow is to target digestion, to target your just your central nervous system again.
Right.
Okay, so we're starting with a movement called Nav Kana Sanchanalasana. It's a tongue twister. Do you want to try?
Now, Kanala Sanchalanasana.
That's close. Okay, so it's basically called rowing the boat. So here you're going to imagine that you're holding on to two imaginary oars, okay? And you're going to imagine that your body is the boat. So exhale as you flow forwards and inhale as you move back. That's all the movement is. Pallavi. There you go. So you're exhaling and inhale, move back. Okay, there she goes. And with this, you can stop the practice. You can go for something called Paschimottanasana here. So this is like the kind of like the end version of this. So for Paschimottanasana, what you're going to do is, you're going to slowly inhale and raise your hands up, take it to the sky, and exhale, lean forwards and try to hold on to your feet.
I think I'll need one more podcast to do this.
You know what? That's the biggest thing. You don't have the ultimate asana of Paschimottanasana is where you have your hands here and your forehead touches your knees. But it's not for everyone, right? Everyone's on different levels of flexibility.
Right.
Even if you hold it just like this, Pallaviji, you're going to get all the benefits of it, okay?
Okay.
Yoga is not about the final pose. It's about the breathing and mindfulness. Major benefit of Paschimottanasana and now Kana Sanchanalasana, yes, brilliant for your knees because it works on your hamstrings, brilliant for stretching out the back, and brilliant for the arms, shoulders, yes. But the major benefit is your gut, okay? So it really helps you in toning your belly because you're moving forwards, you're moving backwards, you're building intra-abdominal pressure, and you're eventually improving circulation to your gut, okay? But you are compressing and releasing the belly. Now let's move into something more relaxing. Are you ready?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
we're moving into our Shavasana again. Your favorite asana, okay? So I'm going to be doing it with you. So let's gently lie down on our backs. So, are we ready, Pallaviji?
Yes.
Let's gently fold our knees one after the other and keep the inner borders of your knee pressed into each other.
Okay.
Now gently fold your elbows. Take your palms to the back of your head.
Okay.
Almost like that relaxing posture, right?
Okay.
So you're moving your hands, palms to the back of your head. Now gently bend both of your knees to the left side and turn your neck to the right side.
Okay.
So this opposing force is going to start creating this negative pressure in your lower back, and that's eventually going to help us clear out all the lower back ailments, and it's a great way to relax the entire nervous system for that matter. Let's hold. 5. Hey, what's the breathing here? Let's go ahead with our BQ breathing, okay?
Oh, okay.
So breathe deeply into your belly, expand it all the way to the top, and then exhale, gently let it go. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and practice this on the other side. Let's bend both of our knees to the right side, turn your neck to the left side and feel the release. So I think that's an easy flow to start off with. Now another major issue that I know many people talk about is PCOD in women.
Yes, yes.
Right? So I'd like to add one more asana to this flow to work on pelvic health. Okay. Let's get started with the Baddha Konasana. Everyone knows about it, the butterfly pose. And we'll get into a small Konasana. I'd like to take you all through Supta Konasana. It's a bit of an intermediate to advanced pose, but I'm sure those of the viewers who've been doing it for a long time will have fun trying it out. Are you ready?
Yes.
So first we're starting with Baddha Kon. Just go ahead and gently fuse your feet together. Okay, bring your feet in towards your pelvis and gently start flapping your knees like the butterfly's wings.
Yeah.
Okay, and feel the release majorly in the inguinal area, so the inner groin region and the inner thigh. So this gets stiff when we sit all day long and just generally. So you release it to improve blood circulation to your pelvis. It's great for
PCOD.
helping people PCOD. Of course, there's the diet aspect of it and all that, but this is a great way to get the blood flowing to the pelvis.
Does this also help in period pain?
That's actually a good question. For period pain, again, if we get into the details of it, there are many different reasons why women get period pain. The major thing I think I can boil it down to is gas getting trapped or air getting trapped. So I'll teach you another asana for that, for the period pain because of gas issues. Okay. For now, let's move into Supta Konasana. Okay, this is going to be a fun one. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. Let's start by slowly lying down on our backs. Okay. Our feet are together. Our hands are beside the legs. Now we're slowly going to go ahead and inhale. Raise both the feet up to 90 degrees. Okay, by the way, this is called Utthita Padasana. It's a great way to just get the blood flowing in reverse. Great for those with varicose veins or who'd like to prevent a lot of feet edema or water accumulation in the feet. Okay, now from here, let's step into our Sarvangasana. Let your hips come back up into Sarvangasana and then gently allow yourself to move into your Halasana. This is called the plow pose, and just extend your hands out to the front. This is a brilliant master pose for your spine, for your hamstrings, again for the thyroid gland, for the belly, because you're moving into a hyper-extensive posterior chain and a hyper-contracted anterior aspect. Now the asana that I was talking about, Supta Konasana. All you have to do is stretch your feet out to the side, okay? And then we'll gently hold on to our toes with our fingers. The index finger and the thumb, hold on to it, breathe. And enjoy yourself in the asana. Feel the contracted pelvis here. Connect with yourself. Be very, very mindful, hyper vigilant of how your body is responding to it. Then gently move back, support yourself, move back up into Sarvangasana. Gently relax your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae towards the ground. And then Pallaviji, you're going to have to move.
Oh, yes.
And we slowly bring our feet back. Of course, don't get up immediately. There are a few counter poses to do. The best one being something called Matsyasana, But I don't think I'll get into that right now. Just make sure you're relaxed for a bit. Maybe you can do your lumbar stretch once again, and you can slowly step back up by keeping the left knee bent, right leg in extension. Raise your right hand, turn to the right side, support yourself with the left palm and bring yourself back up. Ta-da! So that's it. Supta Konasana and Baddha Konasana. Great poses for dealing with PCOD and just overall pelvic issues for that matter.
We were talking about period pain.
Right. So period pain. Basically, we've got to get the trapped air out of the system, right? There's an asana called Pavanamuktasana for it. It's a really good asana. Almost anyone can do it. There's no contraindication for it at all. All you'll have to do is maybe hernias. So people with the final stage of hernia or something, you should probably avoid your Pavanamuktasana, but everybody else can do it. So again, for this, you lie down on your back, okay? Just for the lack of space, I'm going to directly move into the asana here. So just gently fold your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice tight hug, and gently lift your neck, bring your nose to your knees. This is Pavanamuktasana. It's called the wind releasing pose. So people notice when they practice Pavanamuktasana, there's a lot of flatulence, there's a lot of burps that comes out because your body is releasing all that trapped air, okay? After this, you can slowly let go, relax and get back through your flow. That's the asana for period pain.
So we're almost at the end of the show. So let me ask you one final question, because most of us are working on the desk, laptops, computer. Anything for us, like a quick thing that will help us be strong, fit, healthy?
Okay. So those of you who are sitting at a desk right now, let's do an exercise together, okay? Imagine that you and I are on a desk. So
looks like this is a little easier for me.
So so Pallavi ji is really happy that we're almost done with this. So imagine you're typing something. Okay, you have your mouse, you have everything going. What's the most common thing? There's a lot of jam in the neck, right?
Yeah.
Shoulder pain, people
back.
with
This area,
the mid back, people with carpal tunnel syndrome. So let's start with everything. It starts with the neck. So let's loosen the neck out. Are you ready? Let's do this together. Okay, so go ahead and like roll your shoulders out. Alright, you don't have to close your eyes, but if you do, it's better because it makes you more mindful. Like I said, breath, mindfulness, movement. 3 things in order to get the healing going. So we'll start with a basic vertical movement of the neck. Inhale, point your nose up to the sky, and exhale, gently press your chin into your chest. So what are you doing here? You're working on the anterior aspect of your throat and you're compressing the back of your neck. And then when you lower the head, you compress the front of your neck and you expand on the cervical spine here, right? So we'll go for about 8 to 10 rounds of this, depending on how much time you have, okay? The second one, let's move into a horizontal movement of the neck. So here we work on the sides of our neck to again get the strain out of there. So exhale, turn your head to the right side. Try to stack your chin over the shoulder, okay? So you want to move it to its extreme. Inhale, move your head back to the central position. Exhale and go ahead and stack your chin over the left shoulder. That's it. The third one is really fun. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Take your right hand, cross it over to the opposite side of your head. Yeah, good job. And gently draw that head down into the right shoulder. Try to bring your ear down into the right shoulder. Breathe out and find that release along the left side of your neck.
Here.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
So it feels really good. You should try this as we're doing this. Hold it for, let's not count. Let's go by the number of breaths we have here, okay? Let's go for 3 breaths. Nice, easy, gentle. 3 breaths on the right lateral side. Inhale, return your head to its original position. There you go. And let's go ahead and flip it. The left palm goes over and above. And let's go for 3 breaths on the left lateral side. And for the shoulders, let's go for a very easy bicep tricep pull out, okay? So gently go ahead and cross your arm to the opposite side, lock it from underneath with the other hand, and gently imagine like you're drawing that arm into your chest. This is a great way to release the strain from your biceps. It's called a bicep stretch, and we'll do this on both sides, okay? And the last one, we call this a tricep stretch. So we just go ahead and cross the arm over to the opposite upper back, lock the elbow and push the hand down. So I'll let me show you the back version of it. So you're crossing the arm to the back, locking the elbow and pushing the hand down. So you're tracing the back with your fingertips. If you're not getting any stretch, feel free to cross over to the same side as the arm that you've lifted. You should definitely get a stretch here. And we have it with our left. So that's a great way to go about it, and it's just a basic shoulder roll. release the tension from your upper back, your upper traps. So about 10 in the clockwise direction, 10 in the anti-clockwise direction. And yeah, so this is for those with upper body issues. For those with lower body pain, you might have to stand up, okay? And a very basic thing you could go for is toe touch. So if you have back pain, then like I said, avoid forward bending. Instead, you can place your hands over your hips. Let's do this for them in our sitting asati. And gently puff the chest out, drop the head back and breathe in. So you're expanding the surface area of the chest. You're drawing that breath in easy and nice. The lower back gets a good strengthening there. And for those of you with lower back stiffness, reach forwards and try to touch your hands to your toes. Pallavi ji and I are going for a forward fold. So just walking our hands over to the front, easing out the strain from the lower back. And then gently inhale, move yourselves back to your initial starting spot. So that's it. I think these are the movements for those of you with a desk and who want something to do right away. But like I said, there's no shortcut to anything, guys. So just stick on, be consistent and make yoga a part of your life today. It's very important.
Like Dr. Akshaya said, it's all about priority, making time for oneself and our own health. With this, we wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
it was
you,
super fun and you made me do a lot of yoga.
I was super excited. I'm waiting to do more with you next
Oh,
time.
yeah, why not?